Him a divert from Haile Selassie.
It comes from the lineage of the same movement to Haile.
So you tell me now, say, is Haile Selassie set the order and Donald Trump come out of the order?
Even trust no day again.
I want to say the boat, love the boat, man. But nowadays you have to look hard to find it. But it's the boat, Sometimes are you in the wrong place too. That's why you don't see it. But it's the boat. I trust you. It's the boat. So this is a new month. I tell them call All Fools Day. Let them forget about that the one day. Let them forget about the All Fools Day because I don't hear nobody I talk about it again. April 1st, All Fools Day. But people who they are fool still they are fool we. And sometimes we fool ourselves. Yes. We have to wake up to it. That's a whole heap of the things that will happen to it. How we cause it for happen to it. Yes. It's that time of year again when the people them celebrate this pagan holiday named Easter. Them time of year them celebrate Easter and everybody get sweet teeth, sweet mouth with bun and cheese and talk about the death and crucifixion. The crucifixion and raising from the dead of a man who is said to be the Son of God. Some people say he's God in the flesh and that he will return. At this time after the war in Israel, them say the war that is taking place now is part of that Armageddon which is going to usher in the coming of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ into that country that known as Israel. Millions of people believe that. Millions of people. Well, it's also that time of the year when the Rastafari community give Isis to Emperor Haile Selassie I. Because it was the time when he came to Jamaica and changed the outlook of Rastafari upon the island. Given that 3 years before that, them tried to get rid of the Rastafari community out of Jamaica. Wipe it out. Starting from the top man, Prime Minister, him declare and give the authority to get rid of these ganja smoking people. And that is from 1963. So when him come here, Haile Selassie come here, it usher in a different kind of vibration. Different kind of vibration. The man them and the woman them who was healing Haile Selassie felt more powerful in them spirit, in them being. If you know, say, a man who them have declared over the years, come to Jamaica and wish them well. It allow Rasta for going to King's house. Yes. If it was Haile Selassie, he couldn't even stand up at the gate. And from that time until now, Rastafari is still here, giving what them have to the society as it relates to the cultural experience of African people who was brought here not by free will, but by force. And to consider and see that after all of that, after all of the slums, after all of the filth, the persecution, the mocking and jeering. We rise, and we're still there. We're still there. We're there with you. We're supposed to have a guest momentarily, but we did talk about when Haile Selassie came here, how it make a whole difference to the Rastafari community. Because a whole heap of ones did just hear about this man. Even myself, yeah. The other day I look on some young ones who come, well, them I say them Rasta, them, you know, look different from how when I did I come up. You know, very middle class and, you know, kind of uptown flavor, but them a shout Emperor Selassie and them sing Rastafari and smoke herbs and eat natural food. Them call it plant-based vegan now, but I remember when we just come up, we are talking about 40, 50 years ago, when same youthful vibrance did take place with Rastafari, with the youth them. I was one of them youth too. Whole heap of we are born this and very up there with the culture, you know. Locks and who are smoke herbs and I talk about vital food and thing. And eventually the amount of us who was really trodden dwindled down to a few. When I say few, I mean like a few. You know, and you see them now, you'll never know, say, them was trodden and vital levity and things, I never know that. Some of them gone a foreign and you see them a foreign now. The man see me a foreign in the subway, a man say, Mota, you still a walk barefoot. And if you that try Rasta. And me I say, it was so vibrant. The community of youth who did that chant Rastafari and I yell up Rastafari and some of the locks did that come, some of the all hold the locks and I twist it just to make it locks quicker. And them disappear. And when I look on the youth, them know me I say, how much of these youth, even some of them in them arrogance, going to be here 20 years, 30 years from now, hailing Haile Selassie, Rastafari, eating vegan food and, you know, with them locks round of them back because a whole heap of them one then at them time there. Them now no locks again, as a matter of fact, them ballad more than the ballad them. You know, all them can remind you that. Remember I say when we used to do this and do that. I say it come like a far thing now, like me, we over there so and them over there so. And I look on the youth, them and I say, well, it's a pity that them don't know. Because if you go tell them that now, them going to say, well, you talk about Mutabaruka, Selassie, a Rastafari favor, ever. Yeah, me know. But that's what I don't know, I suppose. You know? And it reached a stage as of now where it's them youth, they will say, a manifest the Rastafari legacy, but in a different way. But we are going to say, yes. Anyway, as we say, we have the Carol Garden thing will come up again, and we have, and I hope it's Nanny with there on the phone. Nanny? Sister Nanny?
Greetings.
You can't hear me?
You're low, I don't know why.
Well, I hear you.
All right, well, it's good.
All right, so it's that time again when we really memory the tradition of Rastafari in Jamaica and how far we come and where ones got through. And I know you use the one in Montego Bay where is keeping it alive.
Yes, well, we have a whole organization. I am just one.
Yeah. That's why I say use one of them. Use one of them.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So tell me what's going to happen this year now.
Well, this year, Bad Friday, we commemorate the 63rd year, and it's the 63rd year after 1963. So it's the two 63s meet up this time. And so we're remembering what took place in different ways. And we're also highlighting the Earth Day of Empress Menen Asfa, which has coincided with the Bad Friday. So we pay tribute to her in terms of one of the speeches. Okay, so we start off at 11 o'clock with the gallery of testimonies.
All right, tell the people them first where it's going to be. Tell them first where it's going to be.
It's going to be at Albion, the Surrey land, the property that has been granted by the government. Well, we understand that the Minister of Culture and the MP will be there to hand over the titles motor.
Okay.
Yes, it has been a long journey.
We're
giving thanks and we hope that we keep our fingers crossed that nothing will come in the midst of that. Right.
I don't know what could MP it after so long after him the minister Aaron Shanga name no?
Yes, he's a member of parliament.
Yes. I'm holding foot in the fire.
Yes.
And everything.
I hope you're going to be there, you know.
Eh?
I hope you're going to be there to witness it.
All right.
Yes.
It's very good that you talk about title now. That's beautiful.
Yes, you know. So we're going to have a farmers market to start out the day, 11 o'clock, farmers market and activities for children, as well as the museum will be opened with the gallery of testimonies of those survivors who have passed, you know. And then we have an official opening at 12, where we, do the usual remembering and chanting the Choral Gardens chant, and then we will go into the banquet for elders, which it will include testimony. So while they're eating, you have ones who will give their testimonies of their experience in 1963, what took place after the Choral Gardens incident. And then after that, we expect that the ministers will be there to bring greetings and to do the presentation of the titles. And then we will have our speakers forum start, where we're going to be looking at the Triple R initiative, the RMO Triple R initiative. With Bongo James Grant will be there from the Peacemakers. He'll be there to explain to the audience and to answer their questions. We will also have a tribute given by Ras Ivai to Empress Menen, followed by a tribute in entertainment now. A group of female entertainers. We will have a section of entertainment with just females, to give light to the female energy. And then we will also have in the speakers forum Devon Taylor to speak on beach rights. Yes,
he's one of them who adamantly fight for the rights of the Jamaican people to have access to the beach.
Warrior. He's a warrior indeed, and Montego Bay is surrounded by beaches, and once they have been one by one they have been taken by the hoteliers, So
I hear the Prime Minister come up now and put it on the front burner now. I don't know if you hear him.
No.
Yeah, man. Him come up and I say Jamaican people should have rights to the beach.
Okay, well, that is great.
Yeah, him say it, man. Him say it.
Yeah,
so.
Because when I was going to school, we learned that the beach doesn't belong to any private person. It is for the citizenry. So so what has been happening now is, in more recent times, it's really even one section of Negril Beach. I don't know if you know about that. That they cordon off and claim it to be private as well. So it's really.
Most of the beach them private down on Negril now, man. Most of them.
Yeah,
You have no walkway to lead it to the beach.
Yes. Yeah. Just one or two places. That is true. There's one or two places you can go to.
Yes.
So we have to know our rights as citizens in this country. And after that we will have showtime. It's not going. The program will. Our day will end at 7. We're not going too late this year.
Yeah.
And we will have artists to perform. We're trying to emphasize. We will have a Rastafari showcase. Entertainers coming from Canada with Empress Masani.
Okay.
And we will also have our local artists here. Major Ellis will headline the program. Mackie Conscious. So many that
etc.
Yeah. But we'll have about a 2-hour show, apart from the 1 hour that previous, that of the females. So we will try to end early, so that because it's and as I say, we're emphasizing a cappella and acoustic performances. We will have some other performances, songs and so on.
Tracks business.
Right, but we're emphasizing, we're highlighting the entertainment in a cappella form or acoustic form. Yeah, so that is how we will be doing our thing this year. And as usual, it is educational and it is entertaining. We want to have the young ones come out. So, and that's why we particularly have this children's corner where we're going to be doing, storytelling with them, art and craft and so on.
Yeah. Let me ask you, over the years since this thing start, and I got through from in the amphitheater in a Montego Bay Square there, and way up in a Granville, so. How much of the survivors is still here with us?
Well, we have approximately 10 still alive. Yes.
Wow.
Because 3 passed off last year.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And Brother Peaky, Wesley Brown, he used to always start up the event. Even last year, he was the one who helped to convene and start up the banquet for elders. Yeah, and Donald Reed also, he passed. Both of them used to always travel together, and Donald Reed passed about a week plus before Peaky. It's just so amazing. And yes. So that was in October. Both of them died in October of 25. And earlier in the year, we had Carol Nicholson, Wani. I don't know if you remember him. A fairly young man. He was younger than the average survivor, because he was very young when he went through the atrocities.
Yeah.
And he passed off early in the early part of 2025. So,
in that place, we should have a plaque of all of the ones them. I don't know if you didn't think about that, but it's something.
Yes. We have thought about it. In fact, it is one of the 13-point recommendations that we set up a monument to the survivors. And, we're imagining that each one of the names would be on a plaque. So that is what we are really doing in this form at the gallery of in the that we call a museum, where we, after each one passes, we reproduce the testimonies that they gave to the public defender. We put it on vinyl so that it is, with their photograph and a little autobiography, date of birth and when they passed and so on. So we have that in the gallery. So all those also each year as they pass, the number of displays that we have increased. Yeah.
Well, as you say, it's always a good thing to know that we keep up this thing over the years, and it's even more heartwarming to know that we hear about now a title.
Yes.
For the land.
Yes, indeed. After 7 years of advocacy.
Yes, fighting and struggling and...
Yes.
So we hope that who's responsible, Babsy. When I can't call her Babsy, she tell me I can't call her Babsy. So I don't want to feel no way when I say, I call the big minister Babsy. She said so. She said, Muta, you can call me, you want to call me. So Babsy will be there, you say?
Yes. As I said, barring no...
she loves saying representative, She's a very
Yes, so we're really looking forward to see her in person this time.
She loves saying everything. And Oris Changa go there.
Yes. And the Minister of Land, Robert Montague, I understand. So.
Oh, the one who grandfather of your man. Him say it, I don't be. I don't him say it.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah.
All right. Looking forward to it. Remind us of the date again.
April 3, Bad Friday. This Friday coming.
This Friday?
Yes, starting at 11. And we're not having a long program because, someone like to come out at night. And then by the time they come at night, then we will be closing off. So
they want to come for the show. They want to come for the show.
Yes, right. Well, the show is going to start from 5 this time, because we want to end up at 7. But the speeches, we have a guest speaker from the St. Joseph Mission in Vermont, United States. So she will be giving the main address, and I urge the ones to come out, particularly for the educational aspect of it. The speakers forum is always my favorite, where really there's so much information that is passed on, and mingle with the elders because they are our pioneers, and we want to pick them up while they are with us. We also want to point out that one of the lots, it's 2 lots of land. One is for a permanent elder care facility. So, because most of the elders, not just survivors now of the Corrugard, but most of the community, the elders are living alone because we did a mapping exercise for the RMO Triple R project. And it was proven to us that a large majority of the elders of the community are elders living alone. And so we need to really look out and take. As Rastafari, we are fiercely independent, and one still think that they can do for themselves, but. We have to try to take care of those who don't have caregivers. That at this stage of their lives, make it much, much easier for them,
Give thanks.
So, yeah.
All right, so give thanks again. We always accommodate it. Anytime you're ready, anytime anything I go on, I want to go be here. As it relates to Rastafari riders.
Yes,
you have the space, sir. You have the space, okay?
Yes, I look forward to seeing you on Friday.
Yes. We have Miss Toronto on the line here. Masani.
Yes, greetings, Muta.
You know, I call you Miss Toronto.
Yeah, that me I say. Miss Toronto, yes. I am.
Well, this is how I tell you, say.
Toronto, we are doing thing, you know.
If you don't know who we are talking, you know, this is the sister way. For years, she has been having Rastafari, and she sent up artists, carry artists, go including myself. Last year I was there. I think I would be here this year again. I look like them don't like me.
Well, the Rastafari family still love you, know, Muta. Last year was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, it was nice, man. So what is happening now? Is your birthday or what?
And Johnny Clark as well.
Is your birthday?
Yes, so what's going on is I always celebrate my birthday, my Earth Day, and my company's anniversary. So April 6th is my sound production's 46th anniversary, believe it or not. 46 years of me doing my sound production in Toronto. And then it's also Rastafari's 33rd anniversary. So 33 years of Rastafari, 46 years of Masani production. So that's what's going on. April 6th at Victor Pier. But this year we're doing something special, Muta.
Really? You have it on Victoria Pier? I thought you don't say you have it on Victoria Pier?
Yes, right. Yeah, we're launching Rastafari in Jamaica. For the last 8 years, you know, we have been carrying Canadian artists to Toronto, to Jamaica, on something called Rastafari Showcase. So Rastafari Showcase is like a mini version of the festival where we showcase artists, right?
So which part of Victoria Pier you're going to keep that?
Right at Island Cafes. So that's, yeah. So what we have here, it's an Island Cafe. Island Cafe at Ocean Boulevard from 6 to 9. But we also, as I said, we collaborated with the RMO, with Rastafari in Toronto. Rastafari is the third week in Toronto.
Okay.
So Rastafari is August 14, 15, and 16. But this year we were partnering with RMO, and I'm sure you know RMO, Rastafari Mansion. And
yeah. Hold on. You go too fast.
Not so fast, like I know what it gets, boy. My son, a time for going, I know you're already on Muta.
No,
so
now yourself, no, man.
Everything quickly.
Yo, you see, how you are keep up time now, you know, how you are keep up time now. All right, let me ask you a question. The Rastafest, when it going to keep?
Okay, so Rastafest is being held in Toronto for the August 14, 15, and 16 in Toronto.
Okay, all right. So, and this now, is this, we are talking about now, it will be held down at Victoria Pier when?
Okay, so Monday, April 6th on my Earth Day, we're having what we call Rastafest launch. So we're launching Rastafest from Toronto in Jamaica at Victoria Pier on Monday, April 6th. That's what's going on.
Okay.
We're launching the festival.
All right, I get you.
Yeah, the launch. Yeah.
All right. So what going happen? What going happen this year at Rastafest that you're going to say?
You mean
the launch?
Okay, the launch that's doing April 6th. So the launch we're doing April 6th at 6 o'clock at Victoria Pier is now to talk about the festival that's happening in Toronto in August. It was 1. 2, talk about Masani Production 46th anniversary and what we have been doing in 46 years. And what we plan to do also too in Jamaica, because we have Masani Production in Jamaica too, you know. So we have quite a few programs that we roll out for Jamaica, for artists development, recording, promotion, all those things, right? And we also want to talk about the RMO, the RMO, Rastafari Mansion and organization, the RRR GoFundMe. Because I guess you know about the RMO Jamaica GoFundMe. Everything can be seen if they go to the Instagram page for RMO. So this is Triple R GoFundMe that we're collaborating with. So Rastafari is collaborating with RMO to raise funds for the Rasta communities in Jamaica. So that's what we'll also launch in April 6th. So there's 3 things happening, but it's one event.
Okay.
One event, April 6th, Victoria P. But the big event is really Toronto. Rastafest.
But in August.
And yeah, that's a big event.
Okay. All right. So the Go Fund, the RMO responsible for the Go Fund, right?
Yes. It's called a Triple R GoFundMe. And the link can be found on the RMO Jamaica Instagram profile page. Everything is there on their profile page. In terms of encouraging one to donate, trying to raise funds. And, through Rastafest is an event we have been doing for the Rasta community in Canada. So we decided to collaborate with RMO in Jamaica now to raise funds using the festival in Toronto to raise funds for the Rasta community in Jamaica here. So that's what we're launching in Jamaica and so forth. So that's
we did an event for RMO up at Bob Marley Museum, like them show artists who was really appealing to the world for really take a look upon the Rastafari community as it relates to Melissa and what they can do to help the Rastafari Aboriginal Sisters who was victims of Melissa. I don't know how that it come out. I don't know. You know anything about it?
Well, yes, I do, because through the Rastafest, we're part of the coalition of Rasta organization and media that have been involved with Webathon, right? So during Rastafest, what we're going to do, we're going to be showing the same video, and we see at the Tough Gang studio there. We're going to show those videos during Rastafest in Toronto in August, encouraging Rastafest family in Toronto to donate, to the GoFundMe and also other ways too. Because, yes, we need the funds for the Rasta community, but we also need other things, because our main thing on the Rastafest side is to work with the elders. Because we have a Rastafest Foundation. And with the Rastafest Foundation, we're particularly interested in working with elders in Jamaica.
So, you will talk about the... You listen to the program a while ago when we talked on
To be honest, I was coming from Negril. I just reached UHWI.
You was listening there.
Negril today.
It's a Japanese car you're driving now. You're driving a Japanese car right now. No, I rip on it.
Well, I want to tell you something. The Rastafari showcase is all over the island, So we're going to be in Negril, Mobile, Portland, and Kingston. So, 15 Canadian artists came down, 7 artists.
No, hold on. I know that's why I'm not talk about that, So you say you're involved with a whole heap of the organization them. So I want to know if you're involved with the organization down Montego Bay, who they now just have them going to get the title on Friday, Bad Friday. We will be getting the title for the land that the Rastafari Aboriginal Association occupy now, for really do what they want to do and partake in a legal way for the Rastafari elders and sisters. That's why I asked you if you was taking part in that.
Well, we're supporting it. The Canadian artists performing at Bad Friday, April 3rd. But we're also supporting that initiative too. And this is our second year supporting them. Last year we supported them having Canadian artists performing. Yeah. But when I mentioned about the elders though, and giving help to the elders, not particular, it's not just one group of elders we're looking to work with, because we have other group of elders in Kingston that we're looking to work with too.
Okay.
But I'm familiar with what you're saying. It's Bad Friday, so some Canadian artists performing there this Friday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so you're going to have the Canadian ones and performing at the 46th anniversary here, where you're talking about.
Yes, so we have Canadian artists performing at Bad Friday, in Saturday, April 4th in the Grill at the Rastafari Showcase, Sunday in Portland, and then Monday's Kingston. So we have a band and about 7 Canadian now. But we do this every year for the last 8 years. We showcase Canadian artists in Jamaica. So this is what we call a Rastafari Showcase. And I said we have showcases all over the world. right? So we just, it was a mini version of what we do in Toronto. So what are you going to expect this Monday, April 6th? You have Canadian artists, you have Jamaican artists. What with our special guest for Sunday, Juke Lion. Juke Lion is our special guest, but we have some great Canadian and Jamaican artists performing April 6th at Victoria Pier. Okay.
All right. Well, give thanks, and as may I say, I totally enjoyed last year, actually. It was really wonderful. And
I remember we launched a book, and you booked sold out, so for the guests some more, you booked them now for Toronto. You booked them to sell out in no time,
Yeah, but you have to sell the book when
the Rastafari family really did enjoy that performance. I have to say give thanks for that, as well as, Johnny Clark. The third time now Johnny Clark.
Oh gosh, man, I'm a virgin, man. Man, him get tight since that.
He would be coming to my Earth Day and thing. I know he's out of town, because I talked to him a couple of days ago. But if he was in Jamaica, I know he would be at the event April 6th on my Earth Day. Yeah. Right. 3 times them come at Rastafari and perform. So yeah, man, Rastafari family love Johnny Clark.
All right, mama, give thanks.
Yeah, man, give thanks, and I hope to see you pass through Monday and my early day. Because I remember my son production 46th anniversary, our 33rd anniversary.
Oh, yeah, make it sound like say you're 46. And the anniversary of 46. I know you. Yeah, make it sound like you're 46.
Then, what I do again on the party that?
Yeah, no, 46, my 46th anniversary of the Rastafari, but not 46. Your Earth Day, come on your Earth Day, 46th anniversary. Yeah. Anyway, give thanks, yeah?
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yeah, man, give thanks, Muta. Yeah. All right.
That's my son, the innovator. And one of the sisters them was doing enough work in Canada. Most of the Rastafari community. Enough, when I say enough, I mean enough work. And it's here she do it and she don't give up. She don't give up at all. Love her for that. Yeah, man.
Ethiopia, 1927. Haile Selassie was consolidating power. Every warlord in the country was submitting to his rule, all except Balsha of Sidamo. Fierce, battle-hardened. He camped 10,000 soldiers 3 miles outside the capital. He wasn't coming to submit. He was coming to take over. Selassie invited him to a banquet. Balsha knew the trick. Kings used banquets as traps. So he arrived with 500 armed soldiers at his back. Selassie smiled, welcomed them all, then spent the entire evening flattering Balsha, deferring to him, honoring him with songs. Balsha left feeling like the most powerful man in Ethiopia. Then he came within sight of his camp. Nothing. Just smoke from doused fires. While Balsha sat being flattered, a second army had crept to his camp through a hidden route. Not with weapons, with baskets of gold. They purchased every single weapon his soldiers owned. Man by man, 10,000 soldiers. Disarmed, scattered. Balsha tried to march south, blocked. Considered attacking the capital, anticipated. For the first time in his life, he surrendered. He didn't lose to a stronger army. He lost to a man who let him feel in control. While the real move happened somewhere else. Law 3, conceal your intentions.
At the cutting edge with Mutabaruka, what determines that? Hey, them can't stop here now. As long as jam music rock, ticka 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 tock. Hey, Muta, get them an extra.
In a world where empires crumbled and freedom seemed like a distant dream, one man stood tall against tyranny, a king who refused to bow. This is the true story of Haile Selassie, the emperor of Ethiopia, whose bravery lit a light of hope during World War II. When Mussolini's fascist troops invaded his native Ethiopia in 1935, brandishing modern weapons and murderous tactics, Selassie didn't capitulate. He resisted, defying overwhelming odds. He brought his battle to the world stage. Before the League of Nations, the African ruler believed he was the first to say, "It is us today, it will be you tomorrow." And his words still echo today. He warned the world of the dangers of ignoring fascism, and history validated his judgment. Selassie, even in exile, roused his people to resist. Ethiopia was liberated from occupation in 1941 with determination and assistance from Allied forces. His tenure served as a reminder to the world that even in the darkest of times, justice will always prevail. Haile Selassie was more than an emperor. He was an embodiment of resilience, dignity, and the unyielding spirit of Africa. And his legacy, it lives on forever. What do you consider to be a real leader? Let us know below.
Yes. A clip about Haile Selassie. Only people don't know these things. Only people don't know these things. But they have to tell you. Yeah, we have to tell you. We have to use the airwaves to tell you. Take a break and come. Yes. We're there with you. I was sure we'll have a play at this tune, and no, not. I sure we'll have a play at this. Here we go.
Some African history facts sound so unbelievable that people think they are lies, but every single one of these is documented history. Africa's past has been hidden, minimized, or ignored for centuries. Today, we are breaking that silence with real historical facts that sound fake but are completely true. Fact 1. Africa had universities before Europe. The University of Sankore in Timbuktu was active by the 12th century. Historians estimate over 25,000 students studied law, medicine, astronomy, and mathematics there centuries before Oxford became prominent. Fact 2. Africans performed successful surgery before modern hospitals. In the 19th century, the Banyoro people of Uganda carried out cesarean sections using antiseptics and anesthesia. This was documented in 1879 by British surgeon Robert Felkin. Fact 3. Africa has more pyramids than Egypt alone. Sudan has over 220 pyramids built by the Kingdom of Kush compared to Egypt's estimated 138. Most people never learn this. Fact 4. One African king was so rich he crashed an economy. In 1324, Mansa Musa of Marley gave away so much gold during his pilgrimage to Mecca that gold prices in Cairo dropped for over 10 years, according to Arab historian Al-Umari. Fact 5. Drums were banned during slavery. Colonial laws in Jamaica and the American South outlawed African drums because they were used to send coded messages and organize rebellions, including the Stono Rebellion of 1739. These facts sound fake because African history was erased on purpose. If this surprised you...
No more action blocks. For those of you who don't know what the action block is, it's a place where they used to put the slave pan and sell them. In the marketplace. Auction. A-U-C-T-I-O-N. Not auction. Auction block. Them bidding for you on the auction block. Man say, I give 10 shilling for she. Man say, do I hear 20 shilling? Man say, 20 shilling. And man say, do I hear 30 shilling? And when the last one left, basically a female, the last one left, them said to the man who buy the one before her, say, I'm going to give you she as a brata. So her name became Brata. She was Brata. That's the thing, give her Brata. The woman them talk about think white people easy.
Martin Luther didn't like the Catholic Church and founded the Lutheran Church. Calvin didn't like the Lutheran Church and founded the Reformed or Calvinist Church. Henry VIII didn't like being denied Catholic marriage and founded the Anglican Church. John Smith disliked the Anglican Church and founded the Baptist Church. William Miller didn't like the Baptist Church and founded the Adventist. Ellen G. White really liked what William Miller said and founded the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Charles T. Russell didn't like the Adventist Church and founded Jehovah's Witnesses. Joseph Smith disliked the Methodist Church and founded the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons. John Wesley disliked the Anglican Church and founded the Methodist Church. Some pastors didn't like the Methodist Church and founded the Pentecostal Church. Many did not like the Pentecostal church and founded thousands of churches like Stop Suffering, Assemblies of God, Light of the World, etc. The evangelical movement came from the Baptist church, while the different born-again movement came from the evangelical churches. The born-again faith emerged in the late 1930s from the U.S., and it gained popularity in the 1970s and 1980s, its golden age. There are now 35,000 different so-called Christian religions who claims their interpretation of the Bible is the right one.
You hear that? You hear much thousands of interpretation there. Black people are walla in our interpretations. Serious thing. World gone mad. Yeah, blessed. Blessed.
Yes.
You depend here, man.
I'm more strength. Question. I take the education can cause the development of people, like separation.
What you say? Talk it again, what you say?
Education.
Yeah.
Can separate people.
If education can separate people? Yeah, man. You have some people not educated, and them some people educated. You know, separate them.
Like first, second, and third class.
I don't know about the class, but I know, say, if you're not an educated person, you're liable to go a certain way. And sometimes if you're an educated person, you go a way where the uneducated don't want to go.
So without education and inborn fullness within the people creates a certain talent and knowledge. Which can I check for IS?
Which one of the IS?
Yeah,
out of education?
The more substantial then.
No, say it again. Out of education or what?
Natural inborn youth, I'm born with talent, creation, creativeness.
Yeah, but talent, if you're born with a talent, that's not education. That's something you're born with. Education is where you come learn about things, different things.
Well, I said the people them who are not educated, them take other people like them fool, you know. On a certain level.
Which people them take which educated people take?
So-called educated people them.
So we are saying no, people shouldn't be educated.
No, I don't say that.
Where I say?
I say education intends to steer the children from their own personal individual self, like the talent in them have. They don't seek to develop that. They don't seek to put the youth in a classroom and anything happen to them by teaching, when them learn, in them brain. They don't watch for the talent of the youth them and harness it in a right and proper way. They can know themselves personal, individual.
Yeah, that is a truth in a way, yes. As a youth go to school and him want to be a teacher and you want him to become doctor. And in my mind, him set him thinking, him feel him would have better serve as a teacher. But the class where me not tell him say him have to go turn doctor or police. So it creates a kind of schizophrenic behavior in him.
Yeah, really, because I just get you them mixed up, you know. Within them own talented fullness.
Yeah, so should I have something where, when you see a man, I see a youth have a certain talent, should I just make the talent grow or bud up rather than just lick it down and said, no, you have to go turn police. You know,
we have a better nation within youth and you. Because one can understand each other on a level that knows, but this is not a forced thing. This is a natural growth thing where each and every youth born with a talent, you know. Everyone away from them gives until now. But we have to through the brainwash system and us pay colonize teachment to them brain to get them away. That's why you have so much murder and criminal in that place. Because most of them highly educated people that them do, you know. All of them must do the country and cause so much death and destruction.
Well, that's so like you fight against education, man.
No, man, we're not fighting against it. But
okay, me just say that.
Naturally, in the system, we still are going, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I see the people them who educate, and I see what them do, you know. In our levels, you know. Because them would know certain things, but them like them vision last. So I think say this war and crime we have gone. That can solve the problem of people living better with each other.
You feel say most educated people that cause war and crime?
Well, them are highlight, you know.
Eh?
Them are highlight, man. Most of them.
People.
We want them to grow up with a vision and educate themselves, not steal away there, you know. The more smart and the more don't forget on things. But the one them just educated and last them vision. And them cause a problem because them say them know this, them know that, and them know and with them to know how to deal with people. Them think them not deal with people, them can't deal with people, so. And that's cause one of the biggest mischief in the earth right now. Because them say them know and with them to know them don't know that. So we have to each and every one have to realize what everything we have in the earth. And we cast it and we have to direct ourselves in a right and proper way to solve all these problems. Because it depends on a person who we not see. And we are fighting through we are every day and night. Them things are laziness within people's brain and mind and thoughts. Because that's why we want to talk about first, second and third class people. And we can't class people them really. Because within a natural creative creation, everyone is one people, you know. One people.
I'm going to take a break though. Haile?
Yes, sir.
Blessed man.
The title song derivation where
you say one?
I'm still waiting.
Well, I'm to it. What is about it? You want to hear it?
Yeah, man, I request it from in a strong one.
Okay, then tell me something. Yeah. From when you want to hear it, tell me. From when?
From Wednesday night. From Wednesday night ago. When I tell us about it. When I tell you about it.
Okay. Well, you just hear radio? You didn't hear radio?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. About there. My ears are deceive me. Come like my ears are deceive me, you know, about there. Okay, so we want to play this. We want to play this. Make a play it. Come up, you.
The Israel in the Bible is not the same Israel as today. And I know what you're thinking, and you're already jumping into conclusions, but hear me out. People are over here fighting and debating over a misunderstanding of what Israel actually means. They think that the modern Israel is the same as the Israel God promised in the Bible. It's not. In the Bible, Israel means two things. First, Israel was a person. In Genesis 32, Jacob wrestled with God, literally fought him all night long. And after that, God changed his name to Israel, which means he struggles with God. Second, Israel became a nation. Jacob's 12 sons became the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. But hear this out. They were not chosen because of their land. They were chosen because of God's promise. The nation of Israel existed under kings like David and Solomon. But guess what? They lost their land. They were exiled because they turned away from God. Fast forward today, Israel was founded in 1948 as a political state. But that's not the same as biblical Israel. It's not ruled by biblical law. Not everyone there is a descendant of the 12 tribes. And the land does not define God's people. Faith does. So when people think that defending modern day Israel is the same as defending God's chosen people, no, you're missing the whole point of scripture. God's Israel was never about land, but about a relationship with him.
What's it? Yeah.
Rastafari. Yeah, man. Rastafari is on there, you know.
Oh, yeah, you know, man.
Yeah, man, I give thanks and praise.
Long time I don't hear from you, man.
Yes, man, a good time. Yeah, man, so, you know, let's look on what going on in the world, you know. Yeah. I want you to look at what you say, you know, everything traced back to, you know, the Bible, you know, how they introduce it to us. What we teach the children about Israel. You know, when you look on the history of Israel in the Bible, you know, you say a history, and you always speak about it, you know, you say a history of a people, tell them the story of searching for land and claiming that dear God give them the right to kill people and take them land. You know, you see it with Joshua, them use military power, then with spiritual power, you know, and feel justified to create genocide. You know,
but they never do it, man. Amalek, in the Bible, Amalek. I hear Netanyahu call a name the other day. Amalek, where them say, you must wipe out everybody in the city, male and female and picnic everybody.
Yeah, man. And because Saul saved the king, God, Yahweh is vexed with him. Yeah. You know, because Yahweh said he shall kill everybody. And that's why Saul lose the kingdom, because he kill the king. You know, with the Canaanites, same way. Them kill off picnic, dog, everybody. And that's the history.
Dash the baby them against war.
Where them grew up on. You know, so when Rome take over and rule the world and see the cult of Jesus has spread, them just capitalize on it and seeing that them have that conquest built into it, them use it for them conquest. You know, and them adapt that Jewish mentality and that self-righteousness where come with monotheism. Because you find that the monotheistic traditions is what push this sort of genocide, what push this sort of self-righteousness. Because the ideology is that if you don't have real religion, then you're wrong. You know, and then them justified to do anything at all with you. And we see that multiplied through the years. You know, we see the Christians take that as a justification to go out and put the cross on the sword and the shield and conquer people. And as a people, black people never really analyze the scriptures. If we say, if we accept this thing, you know, we accept it at the edge of the whip and the sword, you know. So we never accept it. We just bank on it, you know. Yeah. And if you start questioning it, you can't, because it was introduced to you, we never question it. And how it was introduced to you again, the first sin, because if you check it, you know, the first sin, have to seek knowledge, right and wrong. So if you accept that as the first sin, that means that once you start to question, you start to wonder if you go back in that original sin, if you're questioning the Father. It's a thing where if you accept that first sin, then it's a mentality that is obedience without questioning.
Well, sometimes people who don't want question things become prey to folly and foolishness too. Because in questioning, you kind of understand things better in questioning.
You know one question, because how them trick you again with the questioning, them set up at the beginning with the first thing, and then them build upon it later on with the blasphemy thing. Guys, if you blaspheme, you're so afraid that you don't want born favor. So you just accept this thing. Even we didn't know better. Say, because them beat you, you have to say, I believe. You have to confess you believe to live. And we see whether put the word.
It's a good thing to question your faith still, ask yourself.
Yeah, but every question, you can't stop learning. You can't stop learning as long as life is more revelation. So we have to question things. We have to look for who said this. What was their motive for saying this? These people who are showing where they might live. These people who try to give a religion. For them life are the cruelest of the people of the world. Judah Christianity has created more evil and more wickedness than any monotheism. Abrahamic monotheism has created more war and more killing than any other philosophy in the world.
Yeah.
So I had to just reach forward for I know philosophy as Rastafari. Right now it's a term right and as Africa, coming into its own people.
Well, find say only if a Rasta get fall to this monotheistic idea. Because if you're not say Rasta, you had this, and if you're not say Rasta, you had that. So him also get fall to that.
Yeah, because we started out with only the Bible. We started with only the Bible.
Guide.
Yeah, so we still have to climb out of that same way. Because, I hear that mentality. So.
Rasta rule the world. I say, which part of the world Rasta rule? Illusion or delusion? I don't know which part of the world Rasta rule.
Because we say Rasta, we can try to mimic Christianity.
Mimic. You hear the word that mimic.
Yeah.
Well, learn. You mimic it and try to turn it.
It's like
you're thinking now, you start to use for them thinking and turn it into your thinking.
Yeah.
No fit.
That's why initially Rasta say Haile Selassie, a Jesus come back, a God, because that was the only framework. What would they have?
Yeah, he want Haile Selassie to be what he want Haile Selassie to be in his mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it takes time, but I have to, be conscious that this time we really need sound thinking.
Yeah.
Because, we see where Africa coming into now, Rastafari, we see America apart from the face. We see the Sahel region, shape up, and we see certain amount of light. So that's Rastafari to really, just rise up to the calling.
Yeah, man, give thanks, brethren. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Rastafari.
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Mota, how you low, sir?
How me low?
Low bad, man.
Man, are you low, you too high.
Well. Make me see if we can go through it still.
Man, you too high.
High under what? That's on tea me there I drink and listen to you. High under what? Or over what?
What kind of tea you drink?
Well, listen to me, Muta. Me want to start out for say. I'll tell you what kind of tea I drink still. But I want to start out for say, boy, Jano, how so much trouble in the world, man?
You ask me that?
Yes, might be a
I better ask Bob Marley.
Overs. Although you'd have one man where they prophesy in a motor. Me talk about this man all the while, the man of all times. Man will live in the past, in the present, and in the future, because if it was some Jackie time man did say all these things, I think they would have more documented and put it in a
Which man you talk about?
No, King Bob Marley me I talk about, man.
Yeah, don't tell them to document Bob Marley. Bob Marley well documented, man.
Huh?
Bob Marley well documented.
By me and you and...
You can't hear all them voice pan something where I'll call on him there. You can't hear still all hear him voice.
The man make a name for himself. That's why when people are going to talk about they want to turn Bob Marley in a hero. Nobody can turn Bob Marley in a no hero because the man make a name for himself and live in the past, in the present, and in the future. If Bob Marley was alive right now and them tell him about hero alone, live man not on hero still, you know. Yes, you have unseen hero in a real life where them nobody not recommend them the type of people there, but them we tell people dead before them want to turn them in a hero or hero or, because some man we talk about them a hero, them turn in a hero right now, me see them as zero.
But you just go and find hero business on that you talk about.
But we have to talk everything come under the order because I talk about Bob Marley. And one time I talk to you about this hero thing, I said to Mr. Bob Marley, can't tell nobody say they enough to turn him in a hero, but listen to me, man, everybody have their own perspective. You see me?
Then you think Bob Marley can't tell people say not turn him in a hero and him dead?
Repeat for my motor.
Bob Marley dead, you know him can't tell nobody nothing again.
That is it. You see? That's why you see this earlier when you have IF terribly correct views because it's nothing significant.
So wait a minute. So you have to now say.
And believe.
So what wrong if them turn him in a hero? What wrong with that?
Huh?
What wrong with it?
You know, I'm nobody turn him in a hero, man. It's this man.
But him not have no choice over that. No, him not have no choice over that.
Listen to me carefully. What is the meaning of a hero? Tell me.
You ask me that?
Yeah, man. I'll tell you still. I got to tell you.
Then tell me no, man. I'll stop.
Make me. Now you're on the same page.
No, tell me. You tell me.
All right.
You attack.
The meaning of a hero is somebody we're supposed to recognize from this time until I don't know if there's an ending of time, you know, but every nation come supposed to recognize this person where they call hero. Well, you see the work where Bob Marley do can't wipe out. The work where Bob Marley do. Them the little people where them are turning a hero and zeros. Because enough of them where them talk about hero, them people that are zero like Buster Man, who them and them type of people, them people that are zero. You see what I'm saying? Bob Marley work where Bob Marley did the man make a stamp.
Wait, you just come with some Bob Marley talk. Why you talk about Bob Marley for now? Tell me why you talk about him.
Listen to me, man. I tell you last week, say, Bob Marley is a man who live in the past, present, and future, and nobody knows why. You and Bob Marley, me say you and Bob Marley is the only two persons where me hear talk some things where nobody else wouldn't brave enough to say what uno say.
Like what, so? Like what? Tell me like what?
You ask me what, so me say nobody not gonna recognize you, so tell you no, they are no more. Just as how people don't recognize Bob Marley, tell Bob Marley gone, because when Bob Marley...
No, go so, man. People, hold on. People recognize Bob Marley before him dead, man. What you talk about?
More, they recognize Bob Marley more.
Bob Marley just make whole heap of hit song and a tour all over the world.
Listen to me, man.
And people don't know him, man.
You know say a true trainer.
True say what? So they don't recognize Bob Marley till him dead?
Bob Marley half time dead.
Virgin, no go so, man.
Hold on it. Listen to me carefully.
Hold on, which on? No go so.
Hold on. Listen to me. When Bob Marley did just start out and relax up him head.
That's how when him just start out, me say.
Listen to me, Mota.
Me talk about before him dead. Before him dead, you talk about.
But you must listen. Everybody entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, but your opinion, me can't override your opinion, man.
Well, if you want to override it,
people,
want somebody.
One heap of people did recognize Bob Marley before him dead.
Muta, you see when me talk, if I even want somebody out of 1 million persons say me name, me no matter.
It's not because Bob Marley dead why them recognize him.
Hold on. People recognize, all right.
Them recognize him before him dead.
Hold on. You ever see look at how you're sick and lit down there. Anybody at time, I'm not talking about you personally, you know. Look at the crowd of people will come at your place when you're dead. Why make not so much people not come at your place in a arena?
Because you don't want nobody come at your place and come pack up your place, so you want people come at your yard, so?
I'm not talking, young man. People recognize dead more even real life.
Me say, people did recognize Bob Marley before him dead.
People more cherish dead more even life more.
No go so man.
Then I ask you how when me see every day.
You cherish people when them dead more than when them alive?
How when me see.
No, I ask you cherish people more when them dead than when them alive?
But make you dead, even the government that try to investigate.
Yo.
Who kill you and all these things. But
yo.
You just sit down and suffer. Nobody no recognize you.
Give me a chance to talk on my program, no man.
Where's the motor?
Give me a chance to talk on my own program, man.
I know if you alone program, I
never say alone. I say keep here now. I say give me a chance to talk on the program. You can't give me a chance to talk on the program?
Yeah, man. Me hear what you say.
All right, may I ask you? You never know Bob Marley before him dead.
I never see this man in a real life. But
no, you may ask about see him. Yo, what is this man?
You ask me a question. Let me answer.
I say you never see him. I never ask if you ever see him.
In a real life.
All right, I'm going to put it on there. You didn't hear about Bob Marley before him dead?
Yeah, man. When I look at youth, I'm not looking at youth.
Yeah, all right. The amount of song where Bob Marley sing before him dead. We sell millions before him dead. When him had told the whole world, millions of people know Bob Marley before him dead. Or you mean nobody don't know Bob Marley until him dead?
Me not talk about no. Me not talk about no motor. Me not talk about the works of the man. The works.
Whole heap of people know Bob Marley works before him dead.
Recognize.
Is it before him dead him get popular? It's before him dead him get popular.
Motor, knowing and recognize are two different things. Knowing
where you come from?
Knowing a thing is different from when you recognize.
Bob Marley was recognized before him dead.
Yes, but not enough. Not enough.
What you call enough? A man who draw 100,000 people in a stadium, in a room. Nobody don't know him.
I don't talk about that. I talk about recognition. People recognize Bob Marley.
But that's why 100,000 people go and concert because them recognize him.
Oh, gosh, man. Now you're not on the same page.
No, man, I don't want to on the same page where you're on.
Make me talk about something then.
I turn over my new page, man. Tell me how you come with this Bob Marley talk as night.
I know we talk about it. I know that we talk about it.
Influence spread more since him drop out.
Yeah, but him can't tell me, say, Bob Marley never know, nobody never know him before him dead.
Sometimes you say, as me say, am my own opinion on that.
He must put him language right, man. Me know where I say, but him can't go say that. Say nobody know. I whole heap of people say that, you know. Say nobody never recognize Bob Marley till him dead. A whole heap of Jamaican people say that.
Listen to me. Now I say one more little thing about Bob Marley. I mean, expect you to follow. When Bob Marley did just start out and relax up his head, people look upon him like a ganja Bob Marley smoke and Bob Marley turn.
But most Rasta, so them think too. I will people think about Rasta that way there.
All right. I'm not going to further upon Bob Marley topic. How you on the rain pan for your side?
Oh, what?
How you on the rain pan for your side?
The rain a go on sweet, man. I love when the rain a fall, man.
Boy, I tell you, say, whole month of March, rain. Don't to see them, I tell them.
Yeah, the rain fall today. Yesterday it fall. More than day not a fall.
I never see so much rainfall from this in a them time of year. What do you think about it?
When I think about it, I don't think about it.
You're not normal, you know.
A part of nature, I don't think about it.
All right, you don't think about it. Well, listen to me. You see, when me done, about Marley song, them keep me right train on motor.
All right, sir.
Music, keep me right through and through. I don't mind if me never hear no other music, because Bob Marley have music for every condition. Anything you can think about, you can find a Bob Marley music to solve that problem. And then, the simple I mean to say, really and truly, if people did, Bob Marley says, so much trouble in the world, and then you can see no other way up to today, and look for that man step off of the side after. How so much trouble in the world, man? That may begin out to say, no, that's why we talk about Bob Marley.
Trouble in the world before him sing it.
All right, but how much people did see it? Even the song, even them words that were Marcus, where Haile Selassie speak. How much people could have take them words they put in? You know what? Bob Marley then put them words in a music. All of them, the words they just gone. Nobody would even recognize none of what Haile Selassie said. If Bob Marley never put it in a song with him intellectual brains.
All right, sir.
Yeah, I'm not done yet.
What do you mean not done yet? Me are done you. You talk about you not done yet. And me are done you.
No, I'm not finished yet, Motor. You know, sometime I call this program, you know. And you play music, and me credit done. Sometimes me hold me not get you and all these things. And so many things pop up, you know, fill me head through them the same thing. That you that take a whole of your program.
Ask IRF for a program, man.
Everything when me have in my brain.
Ask IRF for a program.
Huh?
Ask IRF for a program.
Ask IRF, no. Oh gosh, man, you're a Motor will tell us. Well, me know.
Then if you have so much things in your head, you can't do it on a program.
You
can't do it on a program, yeah. Come on, I bet your man out there know a course, man, I say, hey, how much just keep the brother up on the radio so long, Rasta?
Me hear you keep man on your program more longer and this and the man, them not say nothing at all because somebody...
Oh, you know them not say nothing.
You have one man on the program you want...
Brethren, talk something where you want to talk about and stop push on everything what me say. Everything we say, you start something new.
You want earthquake happening in America, the 3rd of March we're going, you know, according to one little guy where you have on the program, you know, he might cancel, he might put revelation and see what happened with
Virgin. And that's the call for talk about. And this you call for talk about. And this you call for talk about. Where you call for talk about?
I listen to your program. You know. That's why I listen to your program.
Where you call for talk about? Where you call for talk about?
All right. Let me tell you this. Let me talk one main thing when we call for talk about. I'm hang up on your program. Look here. We can say something about my birthday. Motor.
And that you call for talk about?
Me say me can say something about my bird.
No, me ask if it's that you call for talk about.
One of them.
Alright, say something about your bird. Tell me what you say.
Alright. Me want to say, you see them going to a supermarket, you know, and some people are telling me about a bun and cheese time.
Yeah.
Simply I said to the person them, only if me see my birdie bun pan on a shelf, me support my birdie, because throughout all this hurricane, me not see no other bakery. Say nothing can give people away from my birdie swarm the place with biscuit. I know me not think my birdie biscuit done. We instant out in the hurricane can give the people them. So I ask the people them to support my birdie, not buy no other bun away from my birdie bun.
You make bun?
Me no make bun, man. Me no make bun. But me like say, yes, broad thing, because me not see nobody else and nothing from them bakery can give the people them away from our...
So you advertise a bun named birdie bun? You advertise it?
Me don't know... Well, listen to me, man. Them birdie make bun every Easter.
No, but you should have get charged for that, no.
Who, me?
Because you advertise on the radio where you're supposed to pay for.
Ask you if me can say something about my birthday, you know.
Me know, but when I say me never know advertise, you go advertise it.
Me not advertise, man. How much me fi pay? Just tell me how much me fi pay. Because me pay it, you know.
No, go down at the office, go ask them that.
Tell me where the office there. Tell me where the office there.
Dermore Road.
All right, sir. Thank you. Me pay it, man.
All right,
so I yell up some nurse and some doctor in the hospital at Mandeville.
Call tomorrow and tell me. Call me tomorrow and tell me that.
So, yeah. You're not taking no call on Thursday, man, because I gear up to talk to you on Thursday. You're not taking no call. I'm all left off of your program, you know. Have a good night, yeah?
Yes, sir. All right.
And I want to yell up everybody in Jamaica. All right. And yell up Jashane.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
On the family there.
Speak.
Morning, afternoon, sir.
Morning, afternoon, sir.
You know, I've been up on the internet earlier today, and I don't know if I AI, but you're up on the internet lately, Muta. Saying, but why am I asked that? You see, there is a thing now out named the Epstein file. And, you know, it's hard to ignore. I mean, if people are saying, you know, I guess how I say I started Wally. You know, Mr. Trump still, you know, so I say, boy, then if I'm in a way, you know, to the look of fiction I'm going with them in Iraq, it's like Iraq have some of the files then. So Iraq are released up. So today it seems like Iraq released a thing named a Lego commerce and cartoon thing saying
Iraq or Iran?
Iran, sorry. Saying, so when more you explain to me, like Iran have this thing in the cartoon, I say, one king or one god. I say, one king. Meanwhile, like it show Trump's locked up in a White House and the people them outside that demonstrate. I say, one king, one. What did I say? One god.
All right, I can tell you something. Last year, them did have a demonstration. Remember they go on like a king. Them says a democratic country them living in, them don't need no king. So the people them demonstrate against Trump because he might behave like a king. The other day them have a next demonstration now, say no king. A Trump them a talk about, you know.
Oh.
Now Saturday, them have a big demonstration, 10 million people in America demonstrate against Trump and him king talk. So them have fight against a government where I say the head of the government is a king. So the people them decide, so them go have a demonstration and say, no king, which is Trump them are talk about. So it's not an AI thing that is something that happened Saturday. 10 million people demonstrate all over America against Donald Trump. Say, we don't want no king in America. The president, them vote for not a king.
And I say, boy, them never give them no authority. Give them the right to do it, just like what George Bush do the other day.
Yeah, if you go fight war, yeah, you have to have recommendation or vote in the house.
Yeah, and them think that takes time for them
to justify the wars. You never do that.
Yeah. No, and I feel them spend you must spend up on it. I'm see too when we hear that say earlier too about him and them like what the argument like slip me, you know. What was it? You know, it did just when I explain about one king thing. Like I said, all right, so if me connect back now. So maybe I wonder if it connect back to what I said earlier about them ushering in the king, yes, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
No, all right. It go like this, is that the Bible, I tell you, say Jesus Christ will come back.
Mm-hmm.
And them have it say him will come back in a Jerusalem. Now the people them who say that is not Christian, is Jews.
Yeah, I mean, I just them not believe.
Jews not believe that Jesus Christ is God, the Son of God.
So that's so twisted away.
See, because the Muslims them believe in Jesus Christ, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But them not believe say him is God picnic.
No,
but
and
them believe say him is a
great supreme.
Him is a prophet. Yeah. So now, these brothers now were in a Jerusalem, you know, we have the war people, them, you know, Netanyahu. Them not have none for Jews, historical Jews. Is Europe them come from? Them ancestors come from Europe.
I don't know if it seems like no, them advance the same Palestine war they took with the little fiction with Iran, because no, them are advanced, them are take with the people them land and yet still
not take with them, take it away.
Yeah, them so Gaza get bigger now, as them are say.
Yeah, but you see now I get no bigger now, you know, because them are lose the war. Them might lose the war right now. You know, so them a boom up. Tel Aviv blow up the whole. Tel Aviv look like Gaza now.
Yeah, because I hear you play a clip there. I say, Putin. I say, even Iran is a 40-year, almost a 100-year-old guru thing, and. I don't know it because two of them now, American and Israel pan them, and as the report I say, he must say today again, say it soon done now, he put a timeline against it.
Oh, him watch a man. Him no say him dep on the wrong side, you know, but him have to keep a tell a lie them every day. Pure lie, to them tell a lie and him make you believe it true. Him same thing, you know, that if you keep repeating a lie, it will come true, you know. So when him keep repeating the lie, people start believe it.
He's a man, he's a spur of the moment man, you know. So he would freely cut deal between if it now go that way there and just appease the people, man. And
I claim say, you know, you have said the people them not have no them ship blow up, them plane them blow up.
Yeah, he must
and every day the man them have fire torpedo and have them drone a blow up place in Tel Aviv, Israel, you know.
But the logo, the Lego cartoon, I tell you what the man them make today and vote, and the man I tell him say you want war come now, say you gotta put ground troops. I like it. I show the cartoon say if you never put the ground troops there, you know, he must send them back here and make one big rocket thing like it. I show.
Yeah, and send them back.
Yeah, send back the dead them in the rocket them go back. And he got locked up in a White House and right a White House. Them.
We I tell you, it's a big joke. A big joke.
Yes, I. All right, bossy. Me just want to find out this God thing with them. I say one God. So me I don't know if I help him. Say ushering. Come here, you come this today again. I mean, you the clip last week. How the man them brains that take the thing serious.
Yeah.
And a long time we don't talk about it, you know. Say. And then more than the Bible never say even when war and rumors of war, the king say him now come at that time there.
Well, I don't know what the king say, you know, because who I tell you say him say it, never did it when him say it.
True, was way back.
You know, the thing is that man have bring up him whole thing, and this religion, the Christian religion, do have nothing to do with we are going down this or no.
No.
Because the people them don't believe in the Christian Jesus as their savior. Them don't believe it.
And some of them, even though a passing, people still reference from it, you know, and use it, quote them daily life and them daily happenings. Like, no, even though the Israelis, them know where, and the Israelites are separate, them still, which Bible them are quote from to say, I go ushering God with them kind of behavior here.
Them are ushering the same Bible where them don't believe in her.
All right, one time the same Bible they don't believe in, I tell a story about a man.
Them Jesus. I can't to them. You see, the thing with me have the problem with me have with these Jamaican black people also, we are preaching at church, you know, is that them want the people them to believe, say, they must look to Jerusalem, the literal physical Jerusalem there in Israel now. Them want the people them to believe that say Jesus Christ will rise up in Jerusalem. So I want to know if the last part of the Bible tell you say it's 144 people, 12,000 from each tribe. Which tribe them people are in we are preach say Jerusalem this and Jerusalem that? Because the people them in Netanyahu and most of the Jews them And Europe them come from. Them have no connection with the biblical Israel. None. Israel is not a land. It's a person. It's not a land. If people who read the Bible must know that. So Israel is not a land. It's a person. And the land where them was looking for is the land of the Canaanites. That is what the Bible talk about. So when them come now and claim land, it's take where them and take where people land continuously for validate and justify something in the Bible. The Bible tell them say kill Amalek. The Amaleks. Go look about the Amaleks. A-M-L-E-K. Them say they must wipe out everybody in the city. One of the Psalms them say dash the children against the wall. And God I tell them to do that, The same God when them talk about say Israel God. And then now this New Testament come with an next man named Jesus. And the Christian them say them a worship Jesus. And Islam, not Islam, the Jews them I say them a wait for the apocalypse, which is apocalypse now is where them a try usher in with blow up place, bomb up, sort of terrible things. The same people them we bring around here and put in slavery, and we are try mimic them. Why we are mimic them? Anyway, we'll take a break, last break. We're there with you, on the cutting edge. Listen.
The United States is going to lose the war against Iran, and only Jews saw this coming. Here's what the news isn't telling you. Iran didn't wake up one day and decide to fight America. They've been preparing for this exact moment for 20 years. They even ran a practice war last year, just to study how America fights. While America was sleeping, Iran was plotting. But here's what they're actually doing. Iran is not trying to win on the battlefield. They don't need to. They're cutting off the food supply to the entire Gulf region. They're targeting water desalination plants. Saudi Arabia gets 60% of its water from desalination. One drone strike and 10 million people have no water in 2 weeks. No water means Saudi Arabia falls. Saudi Arabia falls means the petrodollar dies. Petrodollar dies means the American economy collapses from the inside, and it gets worse. America is spending millions of dollars to shoot down Iranian drones that cost $50,000 each. They're literally going broke trying to defend themselves. Oil just hit $92 per barrel. Brent crude up 9% in 1 day. Gas prices spiking 30 cents per gallon. This is economic warfare, not military warfare. Jews understand empires don't fall from bombs. They fall when currencies collapse. The petrodollar funded American power for 50 years. Iran knows this. One strike on Saudi water supply and it's over. Trump demands unconditional surrender. Iran says no deal, no ceasefire, no negotiation. This isn't a war America can win with bombs, and deep down they know it. Jews have watched this pattern destroy empires for centuries. Now the whole world gets to watch it happen in real time. If you want to learn how Jews make and invest money in 2026, comment Goldman, and I'll personally send you my full playbook.
Yes, yeah.
Muta.
Yes, sir.
Greetings in the name of the King, His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie first, because we have honor and respect that from now and forever. So me I say, oh the I and the I family, Shane, give up yourself, and you're done, you're running things, set speed. Everything good.
Yeah, man.
Alright. Now, I want to address some matters, they are simple. The caller we call and I talk about Bob Marley. Bob Marley, respect you. From now till forever. That man we call and say, I don't like get controversial, but I gotta say something. When I call the program them first, and I used to talk about political people, and I address them by them full title. I heard a couple man talk about it last week on the program, and I say, well, this man call and them address the man, and thing. All right. That's a freedom opinion. I won't give them the facts of why I do that. I say, tell them, sir, I is an ex-soldier. I ex-nothing. See, I is forever soldier until
the time for departure. So now, in the protocols of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I coming on the West as a militant, military man, a general field marshal, there's a certain protocol and decorum you address situation by when you represent the order. I am represent the order of military echelon from His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. So that is how you deal with it when,
Yeah, but I know that will talk go against, you know. It's every time you come for the radio, you big up Trump. Say
No, listen, I not big up Trump. I say Donald Trump is my commander-in-chief. Donald Trump is my team commander-in-chief. I have said that. Yeah. And the reason why I tell you that is because I have the order of the government.
But you don't have to say that, but you choose to say it, you don't have to say it.
Yeah, then that I assure you, based upon the protocol I represent. I
know a whole heap of man who, long time man in the army, and anytime them attack, I know you them a big up the president
true,
of America.
And I don't say nothing about that. That is true. I just tell you so from my perspective, because every man have a perspective. My first commander-in-chief was Richard Nixon. When I did on honor guard parade, I get to talk to President Ford. You see me? So, personally, me stand up in front of me and talk to me, ask me some question, how I feel and this and that, and tell him how I think and all them things. Them time I 17-year-old, see? So, I go through the process. I know a whole heap of things and study enough things and go through military, this and that, and civilian and that. So when I address the matter, it's based upon that format. When the I say, why I come on the program all the while, I have to take up the money and take up time. I eliminate that because I say, Muta program and Muta and I really want in them discussion there. So I don't have no feelings, I just say that. So it's just a correction I make now to the people who address the matter, say, it's not about what them you feel, it's about my perspective of the whole matter, how I see the order of things. That's why I address it in another manner. You see me, I say. So, whether you want to like him or no, he's not a Republican or a Democrat, but I is a general field marshal. I is more than a line officer. I is the general command staff of the movement of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. So under that conduct there, I conduct myself in that perspective there.
Yeah, but that Trump you that talk about, Richard, that Trump you that...
Yeah, I hear the hype on the Trump thing. I just say, I don't want a one to feel, say, well, I shouldn't say nothing about Trump. I say what I say because I say, him is now my 10th commander-in-chief in line of promise there. So I address him in that manner. No, I don't talk about him all the while, but I address him in that manner there. And I just straight go. I always address the commander-in-chief in that manner, whoever it is. Barack Obama, Jimmy Carter, or whoever. You see me, I say. So I just say it with that. I don't really have nothing against no one enough eating. I just say I correct a man from him position of talk. To say, well, yeah. Because Trump commander thing when me tell you what they about the nomos of the earth. Just Publicum Europea is a book by Carl Schmitt. Enough man to go read the book and hear what the book has said. The book has said democratic process where them did set out for deal with the matter in the modern world. It now got the right way. Because the slave them start to big up themselves like them want equal up with the master. And him says, the book says someone will have to come and take up the position of authority like a king and rule over the democratic principle of the society if it bring it forward in line with the slavery, because this book was written before Christopher Columbus them get the New World, and this book has stated say when them get the New World, all of the indigenous people them and the land where them get must come under the command of the European powers. So Trump now did not know out of himself. This is a concerted effort from the Habsburg family, as you know about from long time, based upon the German Holy Roman Empire, where they run the thing. And the reason why the war have to come is because the Ottoman Empire did attack the German Habsburg Empire 3 different times back in the days gone by for overthrow it. And when them do them split it up and send the 5 different heads, them go Sweden, Netherlands, all over the place so that them could have maintain the crown or the kingdom. You see me I say? So Trump do this now as a power surge to say him are the new Hitler. The word where them use when them come in a power, where see Elon Musk have on a t-shirt that says Doge, D-O-G-E. You know what that word mean in a translation? It means Führer. That it means. If you look it up, you will see D-O-G-E means a Führer. And them are trying to say them come as the next Hitler. The people them are back it, which is the Jewish people, them are going to find out, say, is a sad mistake because the same element them want we experience as like how them experience under Hitler. It's a family war that Hitler father was a Jew. I'm going to study all of them things there. See, Hitler when him born and everything, that was his name. Remember it right? Virgin. In all the way I say, the reasoning was that for a man who was shout Rastafari and all these things, you always come and start out with somebody who Rasta would have never big up, which is Donald Trump. No, because listen to me now. In the order Rastafari, wait, the I study and know. Unlike I study and know. I get to see the thing more like sometimes, most of the time, it come in personal. A man take it personal and I say, boy, Donald Trump are heathen, you know, boy, they are heathen and thing. That is not my decorum. My decorum is... No, say not your decorum, but the idea of you just keep, every time you call a program, you Donald Trump mentioned in your name, in your mouth. Is that the people them against? You know, we know you're at the decorum and thing, but that decorum they don't work with Rasta. No, Rastafari come and address the League of Nations when the country was within a dire strait. No, we are talking about Rastafari, I and I we are talking about. Yeah, no, we are talking about man and man. We are Rasta. We don't call Donald Trump name as our, you say, as is my, you know. Not no but the reason why I say that is because I is a part of the order. Them is not a part of the order. Order of what? He's a part of what? Militant. He's a part of what? I am part of the order of the military command of the United States government. That I say, yes. So you have that over your shoulder, and every time you mention it, you feel obligated to say the commander name. You feel obligated to say that. I should do that. That's why I tell you. Because I want people to identify the matter. So not because, but still for all. Because but no, not because. We just don't want to do that. We have to about not because. Listen to it. It's like I'm going to talk about big up Queen Elizabeth and her sons and her relatives. Yeah, but I not say a man can't say that. I say them say that, but I make a correction because, like I said, I know for say. I don't really like hear them think upon the program. So no, I never say I don't like it upon the program. No, it start from people calling, and the one where didn't make it more bigger was Mandingo. See? So it's not when Mandingo say it, it's not the first somebody say it, to me, you know. Sure. So I say no. Every time you come, you big up, say you're a Rasta man, this Rasta that, Rasta that. But within the same context, you still a ball out your commander-in-chief. It's Donald Trump. Yeah. No, Rasta no want to come hear that from a man who say my Rasta. No, that is theme ears. They're not theme thing that, that means our thing that, I not theme thing, our thing that. Yeah? Our thing that. No Rasta man want to hear a man a big up Rastafari and then a heal up for the world. Him commander-in-chief. Rastafari is for the world. The liberty is for everyone. Everyone like who? Everyone in the earth. Rastafari is free for everyone in the earth, accept or deny it. Because we not tell them. Yeah, but we not talk about the acceptance of Haile Selassie, brethren. We are talking about, you talk about the name. The name we are talking about, where you say is the commander-in-chief. Yeah. You big up your commander-in-chief, you know. And no, not Haile Selassie name you call when you big it up. That's what it is. It is the commander-in-chief for the United States Armed Forces. No, but you're commander-in-chief. I let you say you're a commander-in-chief you're talking about. Listen to what I say. The commander-in-chief of the United States Armed Forces, which I am a member off.
Yes, so it's your commander-in-chief.
Yeah, then that I say.
That yeah, but that I say, no, if you say you're commander-in-chief, and then I'm going to say Rastafari again, it blow away one of them have to blow away.
No, listen, hold on, man. It's stages of authority because it's imperial majesty, emperor.
What authority? What authority the president of America have in the fullness of Rastafari?
What authority?
Yeah.
The position where him get it through is imperial majesty.
No, Haile Selassie select him.
What?
What you say? Haile Selassie get it position through Haile Selassie.
Listen to me. I have to tell you something. When Haile Selassie get crowned, which I don't really have to tell you nothing because you know this already, it's 72 nations bow down before the king, you know. All of them have to come.
No, 72 nations get invited. 72 nations get invited to the.
Yeah, but it's bow down before the king. The king of kings.
No, brethren.
Yeah.
You never say Haile Selassie bow down in front of the queen yet.
Yeah, what say that again?
Haile Selassie bow to the queen, you know.
No, I never see that.
You know, some picture Haile Selassie bow to the queen.
No, I never see that. I never see that.
All right, well, me see.
I see Haile Selassie in enough position. I see the president Johnson bow before Haile Selassie. I see Haile Selassie in a Mao Zedong. I go to a place named Wide World Associated Press. One at the time when I got youth more younger are coming at Rastafari, knowledge of things. And I look at picture of Haile Selassie every day, like about 4 hours a day, for about maybe 3 weeks straight. Every country in the world, Haile Selassie go. France built a train car, a whole train car.
Where we going over there so far? Where we going over there so far?
No, I tell you. So I never see the picture where you are talking.
Yeah, but we come out for the picture. Another picture was the main topic.
Say that again?
Another picture of the main topic I talk about Rasta is the idea of a Rasta man.
I say,
the idea of a Rasta man come on the radio every week, and the first thing him start to talk about is him commander-in-chief, Donald Trump.
No, I say when I address the thing on a formal basis as representation of the nation, then I put myself within the category of who is the expressive order where I come from.
No, but you know you're going to say, I just put Donald Trump for him there, and that you start say that too.
Yeah, because all authority, listen to me, all authority come from the king.
No, go so, brethren.
What?
No, so you could not talk about authority come from the king and then we in the position where we in now. So what kind of authority, man?
No. You are talking about the position where we in now.
Haile Selassie have film people. You're under Haile Selassie authority as the highest king, and then we in the position where we in now.
Yeah,
because
I saw the thing right.
Reaction no right, nothing like that, man. Haile Selassie not put
this money, man.
Haile Selassie not put Donald Trump in no power. Haile Selassie not put Donald Trump in a power.
What?
Haile Selassie did not put Donald Trump in power.
Listen to me. It's an order. You see when them have them.
Haile Selassie did not put Donald Trump in power.
Listen to what I said.
So I don't know where you're coming with that talking, come like you're gone. You're gone,
of things. The order of things is this. The lineage of the power of the creation of mankind come down upon a certain order. So them set it. See? Everything from in the whatever.
So who set it? Who set it? So who set it? Who set it?
Mankind in the creation of life.
Yes,
Yeah, them set an order for run the thing. If you listen to the Russian brother, with him name, the foreign minister or whatever Russia talk with there, he must say Donald Trump coming like him want to break out of the order where them set it. And them don't like that. You see what I say?
And what is the order that them set? Is Haile Selassie set it?
No, but
it divert from Haile Selassie.
It comes from the lineage of the same movement to Haile Selassie.
So you tell me now, say, is Haile Selassie set the order and Donald Trump come out of the order?
Yeah, the order is theirs. Haile Selassie is a part of the order.
No, you say Haile Selassie set it.
Yeah, because the power, when I say the power come from Haile Selassie, because him is a part of the order.
So Haile Selassie said,
all right.
It's Haile Selassie identified Donald Trump as part of the order, and now Donald Trump has served from the order.
No, Donald Trump come to deal with the order with them set for deal with it that way there.
No, you say it's Haile Selassie put Donald Trump for him there.
You say that again?
You say it's Haile Selassie put Donald Trump, which part him there?
Yeah, in the context of how
which context,
whether it's Donald Trump, Barack Obama, or
no, I don't care what you want to say Donald Trump. It's Donald Trump we are talking about where you're going to Barack Obama.
Yeah, but I assure you, say you're
so, all right, so Haile Selassie select all of the empire. All of the kings and queen of the world, Haile Selassie set them. That is what I say.
Yeah.
Then that doesn't sound like
all
foolishness
authority come from the spirit of life, which is God Almighty.
Foolishness, brethren. That foolishness.
Oh, yeah, foolishness.
Straight up foolishness you talk.
No, that's your opinion. You can't say what you want.
My opinion, I know your opinion,
yeah,
and my opinion, I give you.
So
Haile Selassie did not put Donald Trump, Barack Obama, whosoever else you want to call, did not put them there.
Yeah. That is what you say. The
Ethiopian emperor have nothing to do with the selection of any of the emperors, of any of the prime minister, president of America.
That is what you say.
Then me I say, for me say, then me hear you say it.
Yeah.
And me I say it, that's what me say.
And I tell you where I
say. The Hitler,
yeah.
All of them man there, Haile Selassie put them there for do what?
Yeah, under the order of the world runnings, because it is a formation of things.
So him put them there for do what? What Haile Selassie put them there for do?
What? To rule over the situation of them there, them get the power.
I think you did have more sense than that, brethren. You sound like you did have more sense when I just start talk.
No, well, hold on, man.
You're gone way out now. You're gone way out.
No, that's your definition of that.
Then on me, oh, you mean my definition? Of course, it's my definition. Oh, you mean somebody, I know somebody's definition.
He have the right. He have the right to tell a man who a Rasta from who an a Rasta. No man no get them right there. No man no get them right there. See? So under my concept,
but if you're a man, Virgin, I mean, no man can't tell another man say man or Rasta.
No, him can't say that, but when me I say that a mouth.
So Rasta not have a particular way for do things. That's why I say the man or Rasta I think.
Yeah.
Rasta no think a certain way and do a certain thing that you can't say him a Rasta, him a no Rasta. So everybody a Rasta, then that can say. Everybody a Rasta.
But me and say, when a man go tell you, say, you based upon who you come from or wherever it is, you not have the right to be a Rasta or whatever it is.
No,
that's a team opinion.
But that me say, me not about right of being Rasta. Me say, Haile Selassie is the emperor of Ethiopia, born 1892. In Ethiopia, Harar, Addis Ababa, And me I say to you now, say, President Obama, Nixon, the way it named of China, the president prime minister of China, Hitler, Leopold, all of them people, they don't have nothing to do. Say Haile Selassie put them there.
Nothing. That's the way I believe or...
No believe. I don't know believe, Richard. I don't know believe.
Listen to it.
Haile Selassie did not put Hitler in the position where it is.
Listen to me. That's the way the epistemological concept.
Yeah, no, you got some epistemological talk now.
See?
Anyway, we have to move, Richard. We have to move.
Yeah. But I tell you, so from my definition of the matter...
Yeah, your definition, but we have to move. We have to move.
Yeah. So we are blessed the king all the time. See?
Yeah, all right, sir. Blessed man.
Love and honor, respect to all.
We'll be back here at 2 o'clock with the stepping razor, the art of war. One yellow Shane. Yes.
The importation of essential items and emergency-related goods dominated Jamaica's trade activity in November last year following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Director General of the Statistical Institute of Jamaica Staten, Leisha Delati-Bodair, gave an update on the merchandise trade data during a quarterly press briefing at the Terra Nova Hotel in Kingston this morning. She explained that following the Category 5 system last October, emergency-related items such as those linked to energy supply, communication, and temporary shelter saw notable import increases.
Imports of communication equipment used to receive and transmit voice, images, and data increased compared with both the November 2024 period, that's the corresponding month of the previous year, and the September 2025 period, which is the month prior to the hurricane. Imports of generators also recorded significant growth, with over US $6.9 million worth of generators being imported in the month of November 2025, as more electricity generation equipment were imported during the period. There was also notable increases in the imports of materials used for temporary shelter and reconstruction, including things such as tarpaulins and plyboard.
Delati-Bodair noted that the importation of essential items such as mattresses also surged.
The importation of essential goods increased during the period. The value of mattress imports increased by 75% compared with November 2024, while imports of tents rose by 44% over the same period. There were also increased imports of canned food items, reflecting a higher flow of non-perishable food products into the island.
In the meantime, the Director General noted an 11% decline in total exports for the January to November period last year when compared to 2024 figures. This while total imports for the same period in 2025 increased by 2.2%.
For the period January to November 2025, revenue from total merchandise exports amounted to US $1,541 million, while imports of goods were valued at US $6,848.2 million US dollars. Relative to the corresponding period in 2024, earnings from total exports declined by 11.1%, largely due to reduced revenue from crude materials excluding fuels.
Staten's Director General Leisha Delati-Bodair. 3 Colombian nationals are to face the court next month to answer to charges relating to what police describe as the largest single cocaine seizure in Jamaica's recorded history. The seizure, valued at approximately 1.65 billion Jamaican dollars, follows a coastal interception on Saturday, March 21. Charged are 39-year-old Lucia Henry, 34-year-old Aris Lopez, and 22-year-old Klein Sinclair, all fishermen of Colombian addresses. They have been charged with possession of cocaine, dealing in cocaine, importing cocaine, trafficking cocaine, conspiracy to traffic cocaine, and illegal entry. Reports are that at 4:10 a.m. on March 21, members of the Jamaica Defense Force, JDF, intercepted an unnamed fishing vessel off the coast of Alligator Pond, Manchester. The 3 men were reportedly found aboard with 99 knitted bags of cocaine. The vessel and cargo were escorted to the JDF Coast Guard base at Port Royal in Kingston and then handed over to investigators of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID. The knitted bags revealed more than 2,400 parcels of cocaine weighing over 6,000 pounds. FNID Director Superintendent Patrick Rowe said this seizure is indicative of the consistent collaboration among the authorities to dismantle the illegal drug trade.
FNID efforts has borne fruit in respect to the seizure of significant amount of cocaine. We are working closely with our JDF counterpart to make the borders of Jamaica safe. This significant seizure tells a story. It tells a story that there is significant trafficking activity taking place and that the quantum of cocaine, is significant, and the trade is extremely profitable for those who are participating in it. FNID is committed to leveraging the strategies that the JCF has been promoting in terms of focused deterrence, focusing on those persons who are participating in trafficking activity to ensure that we seize the drug wherever it is and whoever position it is in.
FNID Director Superintendent Patre Rowe. The three accused men were formally interviewed on Tuesday, March 24, in the presence of their legal team and an interpreter. Following these interviews, they were officially charged today. The men are scheduled to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday, April 7. There could be disruptions to some dental surgeon services in the public health sector come tomorrow. This as the union representing dental surgeons has indicated that the responses it received regarding some outstanding issues were unfavorable. The Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees UCASE had warned last week of industrial action if the government failed to fix some employment status errors. UCASE President Vincent Morrison said, so far only the Western Regional Health Authority has made an effort to address the concern.
We have gotten some responses. In fact, I would believe that we have gotten responses from all the regions. However, the problem is that the responses are not adequate. In most cases, the responses do not deal with the problem. Apart from the Western region, who seems willing and ready to collaborate with us, the other region seems to be skirting around the problem. And, consequently, I must say that we may have industrial action come tomorrow.
UK's President Vincent Morrison. UK's acts on behalf of the Jamaica Association of Public Dental Surgeons. The dispute centers on a side letter agreement signed on October 8, 2024, which sought to correct an employment anomaly where registered dental surgeons were employed as dental intern 2 instead of dental surgeon 1. Mr. Morrison said the affected officers should be employed as surgeons, not interns. Investigations are progressing into the misuse of the University Hospital of the West Indies, UHWI's tax exemption status to facilitate the importation of goods on behalf of private companies. The hospital's acting chief executive officer, Eric Hossain, made the statement during this morning's sitting of Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC. The UHWI was flagged by the Auditor General for the alleged breach, which contributed to losses of over $20 million. In response, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the UHWI announced measures to review gaps in the hospital's management and operations. The matter was also reported to agencies including the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency MOCA, and Jamaica Customs Agency. Providing an update, Mr. Hossain said MOCA has requested statements from some employees.
The matters concerning the misuse of the tax exemption status have been reported to both the police, MOCA, and fraud unit, and to Jamaica Customs Agency. We are cooperating fully with both entities and remain in open dialogue with their representatives in order to recover the revenue lost to the government of Jamaica. MOCA has requested statements from certain employees, and we are expecting their submission this week. Customs has already sent the result of one of the investigations, and we are awaiting the remaining results.
He said the Integrity Commission, which is also involved in the probe, will provide some findings soon.
In addition to these external agencies, the Integrity Commission is currently investigating some specific cases that were reported by the Auditor General. The team members from the Integrity Commission, which visited the UHWI, have officially sequestered the files related to the misuse of our tax exemption status, as well as the procurement files from civil work that were flagged by the AGD. We are currently awaiting those findings from the Integrity Commission.
The acting CEO said the misuse of UHWI's tax exemption status by private entities has been discontinued.
The contravening practice of initiating procurement processes after the delivery of goods or services have been discontinued. We have also discontinued the use of arrangements with private entities to bypass procurement guidelines and have discontinued the misuse of our tax exemption status by private entities.
Mr. Hossain said UHWI staff are also receiving training in procurement.
We have now completed a series of training in GOJ public procurement guidelines for all members of the public procurement unit, all members of the procurement and evaluation committees, all senior directors and managers. We will continue to provide training for our internal stakeholders to keep our staff up to date and current with GOJ guidelines on procurement.
UHWI's Acting Chief Executive Officer Eric Hosin. Minister of Environment and Climate Change Matthew Samuda has reassured that there will be a rigid auditing and monitoring framework for the multi-million-dollar Adapt Jamaica project, which aims to promote climate-resilient agriculture. The project, which is supported by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JSIF, the Food and Agriculture Organization, and the Development Bank of Jamaica, is set to benefit about 700,000 farmers. The project will be fully implemented over a 5 to 6 year period. Mr. Samuda said several oversight mechanisms will be applied to the program.
The GCF has a very strict monitoring mechanism related to its funds. The FAO has a very rigorous reporting mechanism as it relates to its project implementation. The PIOJ, JSIF are no strangers to international funds and to best practice in fiduciary oversight for foreign investment and certainly for local funds as well. And just to note, the PIOJ, the JSIF, the CCD have had no challenges implementing hundreds of millions of dollars of climate resilience projects across this country. Never been a challenge. And each of these projects are audited upon completion of the project for closeout with your donors. So even outside of your annual audits and other assessments, each project has to be audited by the agency that provides the funds.
Minister of Environment and Climate Change Matthew Samuda. State Minister in the Ministry of Investment, Delano Seawright, says St. Anne is emerging as one of Jamaica's fastest-growing investment hubs, pointing to expansions across housing, infrastructure, commerce, and large-scale private sector development. Mr. Seawright says the parish is experiencing sustained growth, driven by both local and international investors. He was speaking at the Paradisiac Sip and Sea Wealth Summit held in the parish over the weekend. Mr. Seawright said the Richmond and Draxall areas are emerging as key residential and commercial zones, supported by developments such as Paradisiac. He noted that the expansion is being driven by local and international investments.
There are a number also of global and local investments that's driving the St. Anne development expansion and huge investments. As you know, in Runaway Bay, there's an old hotel there that's been completely renovated. It's going to be called a Royalton Chic Paradise Cove in Runaway Bay. The money for that is coming from TUI, which is one of the largest and most substantial travel and hospitality groups in the world. Some of you probably know TUI with their airplanes. They have a lot of flights to the UK and Europe and all that. It's a huge travel conglomerate out of Germany, multi-million-dollar conglomerate, and they have pumped millions of US dollars into the Royalton Chic Resort Development Project in Runaway Bay, which is just down the road from here. That tells you that even in Germany, they are recognizing the future of Jamaica and they want to be a big part of it.
State Minister in the Ministry of Investment, Delano Seawright. The Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, has sought to assure that its canine program is shaped by global best practices and has strong oversight mechanisms. Chief Executive Officer and Commissioner of Customs, Dr. Velma Ricketts-Walker, gave the assurance at the agency's inaugural launch of the program at JCA's Newport West offices in Kingston yesterday. The program consists of 12 staff members and 8 highly trained canines and is touted as a critical cog in the nation's border security framework. Noting that the program did not emerge overnight, Dr. Ricketts-Walker stressed that it includes clear standards and practices as well as disciplined deployment procedures, among other safeguards.
It is grounded in policy, supported by structured governance, and shaped by global best practice. We have clear selection standards for handlers and canine, rigorous training and certification requirements, disciplined deployment procedures, defined welfare and health standards, and strong oversight mechanisms. So this initiative was informed by technical collaboration from our World Customs organizations, as well as site visits and consultation with our law enforcement partners, Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaica Defense Force K9 units. And of course, operational insights from international best practice.
She also said the K9 program contributes directly to safe communities and society.
So this program contributes directly to stronger national security, protection of legitimate trade, and the disruption of illicit activity that harms our society. It is also very critical in terms of the enhancement of our integrated border protection system, strengthening every layer of defense.
CEO and Commissioner of Customs, Dr. Velma Ricketts-Walker.
The Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees UK says several public dental surgeons reported sick this morning over the government's continued delay in implementing a 2024 agreement affecting their employment status. UK warned last week of industrial action if government failed to fix some employment status errors. The dispute centers on a side letter agreement signed on October 8, 2024, which was intended to correct an employment anomaly where registered dental surgeons were employed as dental intern 2 instead of dental surgeon 1. UK says this delays proper pay and career progression, among other things. UK's President Vincent Morrison says the union recently received responses from regional health authorities, but there has still been no reply from the Ministries of Health or Finance, both central to resolving the matter. He describes the responses received so far as unsatisfactory. Mr. Morrison warns that if a satisfactory response is not received by next week, dental surgeons across the affected regions may escalate in industrial action.
When we examine the response, I think the best way to describe their response is to say that they have just around the problem. We are not happy with the response, that the response is very much unsatisfactory, and the dentists are not well at the moment as we speak. Surgeons, all of them, are not well, so they have reported sick this month. And I hope they get better by tomorrow. And come next week, if we do not hear from the authorities in a satisfactory manner, come next week, then the doctors may be coming in again.
UK's President Vincent Morrison. The union continues to demand the re-engagement of officers whose contracts are ending or have already ended and calls for a post-creation exercise to be completed promptly, ensuring all affected officers, including dental intern ones who have since qualified, are included. President-elect of the Jamaica Teachers Association, LaSonia Harrison, has stated that the association will continue to lobby for improved salaries and conditions of service for members. Speaking at the JTA's 62nd anniversary commemoration ceremony in Kingston this morning, she highlighted several issues the JTA has advocated for, which have stirred the education landscape. Ms. Harrison said the association will unapologetically maintain its lobby efforts.
Contrary to expressed opinion, the JTA has contributed significantly to major framework policy development that has strengthened the educational landscape of the nation. Via resolutions, bodies such as the National Council on Education, Teacher Services Commission, and others came into being, all advocated by the JTA. The shift system. So we lobbied for the shift system, and we equally are lobbying for its removal. Yes, was also lobbied for by the JTA. We will unapologetically, vociferously continue to lobby for the improved salaries and conditions of service of our members. That's what we were elected to do, and that's what we are paid to do for that of the administrative members.
President-elect of the Jamaica Teachers Association, LaSonia Harrison. The event is being held under the theme Safeguarding the Future of Education, Adapting to Changing Landscape. All but one of the products supplied by Petrojam will see price increases come tomorrow. $4.50 will be added to the cost of 5 products. These are E10 and E790 gasoline, automotive diesel oil, ultra-low sulfur diesel, and kerosene. Propane LPG will go up by 25 cents a litre. The only reduction is for butane LPG by 25 cents a litre. Petrojam said as tensions in the Middle East continue, oil prices remain above seasonal averages. This prompted price increases in transport fuels for another week. Dealers and marketing companies will add their respective markups to determine retail prices. The Ministry of Labour and Social Security says disbursements under the ROOFs program now exceeds $8.8 billion. This as households across several parishes receive assistance to restore their homes and rebuild their lives following Hurricane Melissa. The ministry says these payments are being delivered through multiple channels and are supported by a structured verification process that includes tiering validation, GPS geotagging, and cross-checking of national databases to ensure accuracy, fairness, and accountability. According to the ministry, the verification process is ongoing and includes confirming contact information, validating GPS data, and ensuring that the correct head of household and beneficiary details have been properly captured. It says these steps are necessary to protect the integrity of the program and to ensure that support reaches the right persons. The ministry says it has expanded the number of active payouts and distribution locations across the island and strengthened coordination with payment partners to better align capacity with demand. The ministry adds that it has improved communication to ensure that beneficiaries receive clear and accurate information on where and how to collect their payments. Members of Parliament have been provided with updated beneficiary information to support coordination at the constituency level, and real-time updates on locations and access points are being shared through official channels. The Toll Relief Initiative, which was implemented to support recovery efforts following Hurricane Melissa last year, has ended. This was announced by the Toll Authority in a post on Instagram. The initiative, introduced on November 10 last year, allowed vehicles transporting humanitarian aid and essential supplies to travel toll-free, enabling the efficient delivery of support to affected communities. Speaking with RFM News this morning, Minister of Transport Darrell Vaz said the almost 6-month period was aimed at aiding Hurricane Melissa victims.
I can confirm that the toll relief ends today. You'll recall that just before the hurricane and immediately after, we had opened the tolls free of cost to motorists. That went on for an extended period, and then, of course, we moved to toll relief for certain categories of relief efforts. As you know, we're now going into the rebuild, and therefore the toll relief came to an end as of the end of March. So if you take into consideration November, December, January, February, March, almost 6 months, we have had special arrangements to aid the recovery of Melissa.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz. During its implementation, the initiative facilitated improved access to social protection services, supported MSME recovery and operations, facilitated infrastructure redevelopment, and aided the gradual return of normality in several communities across the island. Bahia Principe Hotels and Resorts has reopened Escapeaway Bay. Additionally, as part of a new phase of strategic evolution, the brand joins World of Hyatt, unveiling a new visual identity with 2 new sub-brands, Bahia Principe Explore and Bahia Principe Escape. The property has been closed since the passage of Hurricane Melissa last October. The downtime facilitated rebuilding of sections damaged by the Category 5 storm, as well as some renovations. In a statement today, Bahia Principe Hotels and Resorts said it continues to strengthen its positioning in the Caribbean with the announcement of 3 strategic milestones. These are the reopening of an emblematic hotel in Jamaica, the integration of Bahia Principe into the World of Hyatt loyalty program, and the renewal of its hotel brand identity. Final year university students are being called on to become ambassadors for the Students' Loan Bureau SLB by encouraging new students to take advantage of the financing available for tertiary level education. The call was made by Finance Minister Favour Williams while addressing the business seminar at the Western Campus of the University of Technology in Montego Bay, St. James today. Mrs. Williams acknowledged that many students are apprehensive about borrowing from the SLB.
I am here as well to encourage you. I know you're in your final year, but you can take the message to other students, especially those who are incoming to UTech. I know many students struggle in terms of finding funding for education, and sometimes when I talk to them, especially students I come across in my constituency of St. Andrew Eastern, and you talk to them about a student loan, they look at you as if you have two heads, and they want to hear none of that. But I'm here to put in a plug for SLB and the facility that government has created to ensure that students have access to financing.
She pointed out that many people take out high interest rate loans for vehicles, homes and travel without concern, but the mention of student loan results in negative response. She emphasized that taking a student loan is an investment.
But then when we engage you about student loan, it's as if we're putting a massive burden on you when it's your investment in your education that will help you to go through school without the pressures of having to think about, where's my tuition going to come from for the next semester. And when I talk to parents about student loan, they have such a negative feeling about it as well. I think they're still stuck in 30 years ago when it was a horrible experience to engage with the then Student Loan Bureau. Things have changed a lot. It's not the same Student Loan Bureau of your mother or your father's age, and one that we want students to engage with more. I know that UTech has taken it on and, to explain what it is, how it works to students. And now I am sure there are a lot happier students on campus.
The minister added that the government has effected changes to the SLB's processes.
And so I want you to really speak with your friends who want to come and do tertiary, but they're wondering, how are they going to finance it? This is a way that the government has created to ensure that anyone who wants access to tertiary, that they are not left behind. And you've seen over the years the changes that have been made. Once upon a time, you had to go find 3 guarantors. The government is saying no, you don't have, there's no need for a guarantor. The interest rates on the loans are quite low, and we'll make it easier and easier so that when you leave school and have to repay, that it too will not be a burden. Easier meaning in terms of making sure the interest rate is low and that you have a long time period over which to pay it back. So I want you to be ambassadors for the Student Loan Bureau. We put up billions into that to ensure that there are funds available for our students.
Finance Minister Favour Williams. Jamaica is positioning itself as a regional leader in artificial intelligence, becoming the first country in the Caribbean to complete a national AI readiness assessment. Minister with responsibility for science, technology and special projects, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, made the announcement today during the launch of the Jamaica AI Readiness Assessment Method Report. He highlighted the milestone, pointing out that small island states like Jamaica can take the lead in emerging technologies while also preparing young people to compete in a global AI-driven economy. The government is moving ahead with the drafting of a national artificial intelligence policy, which will guide how artificial intelligence is developed and used across the island.
This policy will be developed transparently, submitted through the proper channels to the cabinet, and go through the cabinet process to ensure that we have the widest input as is possible and implemented through a dedicated coordination framework. Being among the first in the Caribbean to complete this assessment gives us both a head start and a responsibility. A responsibility to demonstrate that small island developing states can govern transformative technology wisely. A responsibility to our citizens, to our region, and to the generations of young Jamaicans who will live and work in an AI-shaped world.
Dr. Wheatley added that priorities include AI legislation, stronger institutions, expanded education and literacy, and using AI to drive national productivity.
We need AI-specific legislation addressing accountability, biases, and explainability. We need stronger institutional infrastructure for AI governance, including a national AI oversight and implementation council. We must expand AI education from early childhood through tertiary and vocational levels. Close the gender gap in STEM and scale community-based AI literacy across the country. We must leverage AI as a driver of national productivity in agriculture, tourism, healthcare, and public services, while at the same time creating the investment conditions that attract partnership and capital. These are not abstract ambitions. The report provides concrete, time-bound recommendations, and the government of Jamaica is committed to acting on them all.
Minister with responsibility for science, technology, and special projects, Dr. Andrew Wheatley. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon is calling for a change in the way mathematics is perceived, urging students to overcome the widespread fear and anxiety surrounding the subject. She made the appeal at the Mathematics Expo hosted by Michael University College yesterday. The expo, held under the theme Mathematics for All, Building Communities, Confidence, Competence, and Creativity, sought to demonstrate the real-life applications of maths across a variety of fields, showing that its value extends far beyond the classroom. Dr. Dixon emphasized that maths is a fundamental part of everyday life, and it's essential to shift the mindset that views it as intimidating or irrelevant. She stressed the importance of creating an environment where students feel empowered and confident in their math abilities, and where math is seen as a tool for growth, not fear.
We have to dispel this fear of mathematics that we see too often in our country. We have to build a Jamaica in which mathematics is accessible, relevant, engaging, and empowering. And in order for us to build that Jamaica, we have to do more to make mathematics real for our students, which is why I'm here. We have to do what we can to peel back the abstractions and make mathematics come alive. There are many ways that mathematics is important in our lives. Mathematics is everywhere. It's in our banking system, it's in our road design, it's in our public health system, it's in architecture, logistics, coding, construction, robotics, music, climate science. So when you hear the theme mathematics for all, it is real.
The minister also noted that math plays a vital role in decision-making, both in personal life and in the workplace, and can even improve money management skills.
Because when a child learns mathematics well, that child is not simply learning to calculate something to answer a question. That child is really learning how to reason. They can now evaluate and compare and estimate. They can now detect an error. They're also learning how to make decisions based on evidence. These are life, workplace, and citizenship skills for everybody. Mathematics helps us to manage our money. Can you imagine someone who can't do maths trying to manage money? And you have a store and they give you the cash and you can't calculate how much change to give back. That's not a good thing. So mathematics is everywhere. Mathematics helps an entrepreneur, big or small, to calculate costs, to forecast their revenue and figure out how much profit they're going to make.
Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon. State Minister for Education Rhoda Moy Crawford has reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to strengthening literacy at every level. Speaking at the launch of the 2026 Jamaica Library Service National Reading Competition yesterday, Ms. Crawford said it's important that no Jamaican is left behind in the knowledge economy.
to strengthen literacy at every level, expanding access through the Jamaica Library Service, supporting lifelong learning, and ensuring that no Jamaican is left behind in the knowledge economy. The Jamaica Library Service remains a cornerstone of community learning, ensuring access, inclusion, and opportunity for all. As we launch the 2026 National Reading Competition, let us remember, this is not just about reading. It is about empowerment. It is about opportunity. It is about nation building. Above all, it is about unlocking the full potential of every Jamaican.
Noting that reading does not belong to any one institution, she is encouraging parents to read with their children and nurture their curiosity.
If there is any lingering question as to why this matters, let us be clear. Reading builds confidence, imagination, and discipline, while literacy fuels academic success, workforce readiness, and social mobility. This initiative does not belong to any one institution. It belongs to all of us. So I call on parents, please read with your children and nurture their curiosity. Teachers, continue to inspire beyond the classroom. Communities and churches, create spaces where reading thrives. Young people, embrace reading as your pathway to opportunity. And to every Jamaican, let us model the behavior we wish to see.
State Minister for Education, Rhodaboy Crawford. The competition will run from April to August under the theme, Together We Read, Together We Rise. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation says it will start enforcement action to remove illegal signs and billboards in the corporate area in the coming days. This after phase 1 of the KSAMC signage regulation campaign ended yesterday. When the campaign began in January, the KSAMC offered a 20% discount to encourage businesses to regularize their signage in accordance with municipal regulations. The KSAMC said despite sustained outreach and stakeholder engagement, compliance stands at 16%. Chief Executive Officer Robert Hill said the KSAMC has warned property owners and advertisers that non-compliant or unsafe signage will be targeted for removal as part of a regulatory crackdown.
We now move into our enforcement action. I'm just awaiting the final data from our compliance team to ensure that the data is correct. That means we're going to be starting to cut down illegally and illicitly placed signs right across Kingston and St. Andrew.
Chief Executive Officer of the KSAMC, Robert Hill. Yesterday, Mayor of Kingston and Duswaby, other municipal officials and the enforcement team from the KSAMC prepared equipment for a citywide operation to remove illegal signs and billboards.